I know that you studied these notes quite well to get to answers today, and I want to put it to you. It's unfortunate because your interpretation today is a designed one. It's designed to try and again sideline and incriminate the accused, because that is not in the first paragraph that I read to you. That's not what you were saying, and it's not in this paragraph.
If you ask a question once or twice, that's fine. I haven't counted, but it's at least 4 or 5 times. That the same question's been answered by this witness. His answer will not change. Lady, we have to move on to other questions.
I also believe that a cricket bat striking a door, which is a large object, would make a different sound, not a sharp sound like a gunshot.
You've never heard a cricket bat striking a Meranti door with such force that it broke the door, have you?
That is correct, my lady. I have never heard that.
Mr. Johnson, you have never met the accused.
No, my lady, I have never met the accused.
You don't know what it sounds like when he's anxious and he screams.
That is a fair statement.
But I assume what you will say, that evening you definitely heard a woman screaming. It could not have been a man. Am I right?
Yes, my lady, I'm confident that I heard a lady scream that evening.
On objective facts, if they were shots, on objective facts, there's no dispute there between the state and the defense. The deceased was then in the toilet. The door was locked and the window was closed. And I put it to you that there's no way that even standing on the balconies, even standing closer, that you would have been able to hear screams.
I do believe that I heard a lady screaming, and that it is possible for the sound to travel that far.
I said, I'm a doctor. Can I maybe be of assistance? Can I help? And then she said yes, and she showed me inside to the bottom of the stairs where there was a lady lying on her back on the floor. Okay. As I approached the lady, there was a man on his knees on the left side. He had his left hand on the right groin and his right hand's second and third fingers in her mouth. And I remember the first thing he said when I got there was that he said, I shot her. I thought she was a burglar and I shot her.
So, what did you do then? You got there, you saw this person, and what happened there?
Okay, well, the next thing I did was I tried to assist her. So I tried to open the airway and to look for any signs of life. She had no pulse in her neck. She had no peripheral pulse. She had no breathing movements that she made. She was clenching down on Oscar's fingers as he was trying to open her airway. I tried to do a jaw lift maneuver to open the airway. It was very difficult with the clenching down. And all during that time, there wasn't any signs of life that I could see. I remember at one stage while I was outside, I was talking to Mr. Stander, and I noticed that Oscar was going up the stairs. And I asked Mr. Stander if he knew where the gun was, because it was obvious that Oscar was emotionally very, very upset. And I didn't know the situation in the house, so I thought maybe he was going to hurt himself. What I can say is that initially, when I was outside on the balcony and I heard the woman scream, and I think I also mentioned this to Captain van Aert, I thought I could hear a bit softer also a man's voice that was also screaming, but I was not sure, and I did not include that in my written statement.
All I say is, and to demonstrate to you how easy it is to make an honest mistake. is when you said to the court in your evidence in chief, on the last occasion you heard bang, 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 that is inconsistent with your first statement on the 15th of February. I don't want to go in graphic details of what you observed about the head wound. I think you know. It was a terrible, serious, devastating head wound. Do you agree with me?
I do.
The medical specialists that I consulted with all say to me the same thing, and after studying also the post-mortem report, with that injury coupled with the other wounding, that person after the shots would not have been able to scream. That person would be non-responsive. That's fatal wounding. Would that make sense to you as a medical doctor?
It does.
Can it be, and could it be, that when Mr. Pistorius is anxious, that you will hear him when his voice goes up, that it resembles a woman screaming? Before you answer, that would be the question. You agree? Can his voice resemble a woman screaming?
I don't know, can it?
I will put to you that it does. Decibel tests were done, but more than that, we will call an expert who will come and tell the court the surprise of him screaming and that it sounds just like a woman.
Watch, like, tweet, post, follow, engage. Channel 199, the Oscar Pistorius trial, a carte blanche channel, only on DSTV.